Hi guys, no script. I've had enough guys. I'm up to you, probably up to there, with people like Richard the Fourth, his channel. What's he done? I normally like what Richard the Fourth puts out, but lately I'm getting sick to death of him attacking people of my generation and blaming them for everything. I'm also sick to death of the word metaphysical at the core. If I hear metaphysical one more time, I'll vomit. Anyhow, have a listen to this little bit of a clip, because he's not just the only channel that does it. And then I'm going to say something that these newcomers who've had it easy know nothing about and seem to have forgotten just what the boomers did for them. Have a listen.
Is identity. And that's for many, many reasons, from the metaphysical down to the physical and everything in between.
Yeah, that really pisses me off. Metaphysical down to the physical. Yeah, don't give us, just speak in language we can understand. Sound a little bit pompous and pretentious there, Richard. A word in your shell like. It's starting to turn people off. Starting to turn people like me off, that's for sure.
But at its core, in its core political sense, it's because it's the very thing that stands up against the universalist human, which is vital for the open society. And it's exactly what Brewer is arguing for in this interview. As long as the people have the right values, well, then they're just as British as you and I. And she, of course, like all boomers do, don't know if she is actually a boomer, but she certainly argues like one, is thinking.
Know what I'm thinking, Richard? I'm thinking you're a twat. That's what I'm thinking. Boomers. Yeah. Born just after the Second World War. They were still rationing. We lived in extreme poverty. We had to be tough to survive. Yeah. When it comes to patriotism and nationalism, yeah, we're the sons of the men who landed on Sword Beach, like my father. I served 12 years in the armed forces. I've paid a fortune in taxes. I've probably paid more money in taxes than you will ever earn in your life, Richard. I don't know whether your father or your mother spanked you as a child. You know, like those people who get frightened of dogs because one bit them as a child. I don't know. But I can tell you this about the boomers, yeah? I've been a British nationalist since 1976. I've been at the protests all over the country. London. I've rolled around in the gutters, fighting the Reds in the streets. Yeah. I've had bottles thrown at me, along with hundreds and hundreds of other boomers. Don't blame the boomers for what the government's done. Yeah. Government. If more people had listened to us back then, we wouldn't be in this mess now. Now it's your generation's turn to have a go. And from what I've seen at demonstrations and protests, I'm not seeing too many of your generation out on the streets. In fact, recently in Birmingham, the march, a Britain First march, they seem to be predominantly boomers or Xers. I don't like this boomers, Xers, Zers or whatever. Yeah, they were predominantly older people because they care about their children. Their grandchildren, in my case, and in my case, my great-granddaughter. Yeah. Back off on it now, Richard. Back off it. Back off on it. Drop it. It's not really nice to attack people because of their age and because of what's wrong with the country. If you want to blame someone, blame the government. What do we always say, guys? Aim high, vote low, restore Britain. Follow the bear. Follow the boomers. He's actually an X, he's not quite a boomer.